to be trading, going to be analyzing STMX USDT pair. I'm gonna go to a different time frame, going to a higher time frame here. I did already draw a big channel here because I placed a trade with this pair before, so it's still a downward trend. I go to weeks and see, here is my last trade with this pair. I'm just going to delete this because I'm done with this. Yep. So I'm gonna see here, you can see that the price is still downtrend, but on the week's time frame it's sort of like sideways trend, and you can see that it just reached the support line here. There's a weaker one and there's like a main one where most of them touched, but it didn't manage to break down yet. However, usually if the price reaches the top of the channel, by channel I mean this large blue tunnel, usually when it reaches that channel it tends to go down to the midline or even the bottom of the channel. So in this case I could make a trade on a lower time frame. So just now that was weeks, this is a day. So I just wanted to explain that these time frames, whatever you see, basically it's the candlestick. So candlestick is this bar, like red or green. Each bar is a candlestick, and each bar represents that time. So at the moment, one bar, this one green bar, represents one day. And basically, for example, if I go to 1 hour, this one bar is 1 hour. It represents 1 hour. So let's say if you go back like 24 bars, which is 24 hours, it's basically 24 hours before the current time. So that's how it works. I'm gonna go back to 1 day. I believe the price will likely reach around here, maybe go past a little bit to where this area is, and this area is. Just going to draw a ray to show you what I mean. Yep, so that's just one of the other resistance line that I can draw. It kind of reached around here and here as well. I believe the price could go up here, but I can't be sure. So I'm gonna try and see if I can draw, maybe go on a lower time frame actually. So with my previous videos I did the same, but when there is a when it reaches a certain peak, I draw a zone. So currently it's a downtrend, so when it's a downtrend you see like big red candlesticks like that, or more candlesticks, and then usually it pulls up. So that buildup of the opposite color, that's where I put my zone. So basically, just to show you here, the bottom is at the start of that green movement, and then the end of that green movement before it continues. So I'm just gonna go around, gonna put here, and the price usually tends to test that midline, and in this case it already reached this midline. So the price could eventually hit this line again, but since it already reached that midline and continued down, I'm just gonna leave it here, and then I'm gonna try drawing another line here. So basically the top of the movement and the bottom of the movement. You can see here again that the price did come down, didn't really reach the midline, dropped down, and then basically reach the midline, though not like entirely. So when the price doesn't really reach the midline, it's called front run. So the price front ran me. In this case, I believe the price will go down from here. But I'm just going to take a short. I'm just gonna go to a lower time frame and see. So here you can see the price went down here, but then it jumped up. So on a smaller time frame, I can do the same using the zone. So this one was a supply pullback zone, which means I set it up when the price was going down. Now the price is going up, so I'm gonna do the same for this, but opposite. So I'm gonna find the red area right here. I'm gonna change the color so that it doesn't confuse myself. It doesn't confuse me. So usually with this kind of setup, once you make a zone like this, a lot of people enter here. So because you believe that the price will come down eventually to touch this midline or front run it a little bit, you wait for the price to come down and then it will trigger your order. This is what people would usually do. The price comes down, trigger this long order, which means that I believe the price is gonna go up from here. But also here, the stop loss is usually set a bit below the zone, the demand zone. But in this case, there's a there's a resistance line here that I drew previously. Bring that. I'm just gonna draw another line here because around here, because this area and this area didn't manage to touch, but also I could draw another support line basically like here because it didn't manage to drop down past this line. So here you could see the price and it can come down to test this yellow support line, you can say, and then come back up. That's why I want to make it lower than this yellow line. However, I'm gonna leave this for a bit later, meaning it's gonna take, some hours to come down here. So I think the price is gonna come down. So I'm gonna place a short actually. I'm gonna place it a bit above the midline. You can see here, I believe the price will come around here, but also I want to just keep it just before the box. Yep, so this is the order that I'm gonna put in. I've been trying this. My mentor has been teaching me this one, where you wait for the price to come down to the midline, and I've been adding, I wanted to trade and find more opportunities before that happens, so I've been trying to do this, and it's been working. I wouldn't say it's always a win, but more win than losses, so I'm gonna keep trying and see if I can refine anything with this one. Yeah, so I'm gonna put this order in. That's today's analysis. Sorry, not sorry, but the way I explained it today was a bit confusing. I even confused myself, but I'm used to drawing these kind of charts and just thinking to myself, so explaining it is something that I find a bit difficult still, but I'm working on it. And I'll upload another one tomorrow or the day after. We'll see. Bye bye.